You have to believe in yourself. If you cannot do that, then there's no way you will succeed. And if you feel like you can't believe in yourself, believe in the version of you that would believe in yourself. Whoever that may be, you have to believe that you can do it. I think of those interviews with celebrities when the interviewer asks them if they thought they would be as successful as they are, and they always say something like, "I never could have imagined the success that I have achieved." This may make you think that you don't have to believe in yourself because, well, I mean, they didn't. But the way they phrase it is poor because they did believe in themselves. They put themselves in situations that were competitive and required them to be better than the other candidates, and they succeeded, which meant that they believed in themselves. Otherwise, why would they put themselves in the position that they put themselves in? I am in no way saying that you have to eliminate self-doubt to accomplish anything, because that is impossible. Believing in yourself is investing time, money, or whatever it may be into your own success. And even when you feel like you can't do it, you do it anyway, and you find a way to make it happen. That, in its essence, is what believing in yourself is. I have self-doubt all the time. Every single time I make a video, the thought pops in my head saying, "Why do you do this? You're never going to get any views, and no matter how hard or how long you try, you will never gain success." I could just let this get to me and never make a video again and fall out of the habit. But if I could peek into the future and saw that if I just were to keep going, I would be successful, I would never stop, and no one would ever stop. So I'd have to believe that this imaginary future that I've thought of is the real one and just keep going, even when I feel the doubt. Hi, my name is Wisteria. I make videos helping people around my age navigate becoming a new adult and having to figure out things for ourselves. I stole part of that first paragraph from one of my favorite anime, Gurren Lagann. That show does a great job at teaching you how to believe in yourself. It's also just a great watch, so I recommend anybody watch it if you want to. If you enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get back into it. Growing up, I tended to think in more absolutes. I was very black and white, and maybe that's because I'm more logical, and I always thought that everything had to be one way or another. So when I started getting older, and the self-doubt that inevitably gets to everybody got to me, I thought that I just didn't believe in myself and that I had to fix whatever it was to be successful. Little did I know there is no way to get rid of it, but at first thought it was a bad thing, but if you really look into it, if I couldn't get rid of it, then I was wrong in believing that I didn't believe in myself. I knew I did. I would prove to myself daily that I believed in myself, but it just wasn't as significant as I thought it would be. At work, I volunteered to do what no one else wants to do because I subconsciously believed that no matter how hard the work was, I could handle it. I never thought much of it until I was sitting down thinking one day, asking why I always do the work that no one wants to do. And the conclusion I came to was just that. I knew I could handle it, and it would save other people from the stress of having to do the action. I have a friend who is indirectly the inspiration for a lot of these videos. He risked it all on a business idea he had and works daily to grow this idea he came up with. He almost delusionally believes in himself. And I don't say this as an insult, but more to show that if you are rooting for yourself, then that's all you really need. I try to follow this motto with these videos. If I don't feel like I believe in myself, I just try to prove to myself that I do by making a new one every week. I don't stop just because I get no views. I keep making them and hope one of them will break through at some point. Believing in yourself, at its core, is resilience. Because anybody can believe in themselves after everything went well, but truly believing in yourself is still thinking that you can do something and still trying after being pushed down over and over and over again. So be resilient in your endeavors. And I also want to bring up being scared. Whenever you start something with a lot of risk, it's usually very scary, and the typical advice you will get from people is, don't be scared. I mean, what's the worst thing that could happen? This advice sucks, because it teaches you that you have to not be scared to do things that are scary. Do you think that the greatest inventors of our time were just not scared that their invention would fail, or that people would judge them? Absolutely not. But they did it anyway, and that's the advice I want to give to you. Not to get rid of being scared, but to get rid of fear being the limiting factor. I truly believe that if you can get rid of fear as a limiting factor, you can do anything you put your mind to. I thought about making this topic into a separate video, but I felt that it fit into this one pretty well. Maybe one day I'll make a full video on it, but for now, I want to reiterate that believing in yourself is not eliminating all negative emotions from your life. It is feeling those negative emotions, processing them, and not letting them bottle up, and getting up and doing it anyway. This also ties into my video on resistance, and how when these negative emotions pile up, you start to feel this invisible force push back when you try to do work. If you struggle with that a lot, go watch that video, it really does help. I spent so much time trying to get rid of my negative emotions, or at least limit them as much as possible. But as of now, I believe the best thing to do is to use them as fuel. Don't bottle them up. Go push them out into the things you do and control it to make things. Now, I don't mean you should go and lash out your emotions on other people. Controlling your emotions is the most mature thing you can do. And being able to control them and put them into things that are creative is one of the best things you can do for your mental health. If you are watching this video and you feel like you've been struggling recently in believing in yourself, then I have a suggestion for you. On the next day that you have off from work or school or whatever it may be, go into nature, no phone, no distraction, no music, no nothing, and just walk or sit or do whatever you want, but just make sure there's no thing to distract you. And while you are sitting there, think about what you are trying to do. Has it been done before? If so, then what's stopping you from doing it? And if not, then why not at least try to be the first person? This isn't a step-by-step thinking process. You can go at your own pace, but those are some suggestions on what to do. But truly think about your goals, and if they're actually factually possible and can happen in theory, then it means that you can do it. And I'd rather fail and know that I couldn't do it than to never try and have the thought that I maybe could eat away at me. So to leave off this video, you have to believe, even if it may be delusional, in yourself. People will make fun of you in front of you and behind your back. People will hate on what you do no matter what, but it doesn't matter because they will always hate, even when you succeed. So why should you add on to the hate yourself? Be your biggest fan, even if you are the only one, because that's all you really need to succeed. So if you enjoyed this video, again, make sure you like and subscribe so I can continue to make more videos, and I'll catch you in the next one, and as always, God bless.